Hey, that wasn't me screaming. Moving on, let's get into the details of the Conjuring universe, specifically the Annabelle storyline. Here's everything you need to know before you go see Annabelle Comes Home. Before we get into the details in chronological order, let's answer the most obvious question. Who or what is Annabelle? It's a doll. Lorraine Warren explains in the latest film that the doll is
a beacon for other spirits.
The Annabelle films are a spin-off from The Conjurings, all films either produced or directed by James Wan.
The key to all of us early on is they have a superhero universe. Why can't we do that in the horror world?
They take place over roughly 30 years in different parts of the world. All of the films centering around demons, or ghosts if you will, possessing human bodies and objects in order to thrive. These stories are based off the real-life couple Ed and Lorraine Warren and their accounts as paranormal investigators.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, I condemn you back to hell!
The film Annabelle Creation, a prequel to Annabelle. It properly tells the story of how the doll came to be possessed. The doll maker, Samuel Mullins, and his wife, Esther, lose their daughter, Annabelle, in a terrible accident.
We prayed to see our girl again. The contact started small. But then she wanted permission to move into the doll. We soon realized it wasn't our daughter.
One day, the presence became too strong and it attacked Mrs. Mullins. 12 years later, the couple took in 6 girls and a nun who became homeless after their orphanage closed down. Esther is bedridden at this point and needs a stair lift to move about the house. Paranormal activity begins in the home as Janice, one of the girls, came in contact with the doll after they were forbidden from entering Bee's old room.
Locked, and it stays that way.
Janice is hurt badly by the entity that takes the shape of Bee and is no longer able to walk. This leaves her vulnerable to be possessed by the demonic spirit within Annabelle.
Don't take my sunshine away.
She can walk.
Janice is possessed by the spirit and terrorizes the girls and the nun. Fast forward through the movie, the police rescue the girls and Janice is relocated to an orphanage in Santa Monica where she's adopted by the Higgins and now refers to herself as Annabelle. 12 years later, with the help of her satanic cult member boyfriend, she takes out her parents. All of this happens next door to their neighbor, Mia Form. And that helps us segue into Annabelle. In 1967, John Form gifts to his wife, Mia, one of the limited edition Annabelle dolls that she has long admired.
John, wake up.
What's it?
Next door, I heard a scream.
Stay here. Come on, check it out.
John, is everything all right?
Oh my God, you're covered in blood.
Go back inside. It's not mine. It's not. Go back inside and call an ambulance right now.
And is attacked by Annabelle Higgins and her boyfriend. John and the police arrive during the struggle and kill the boyfriend. Annabelle Higgins kills herself while holding the doll. Mia decides to get rid of the doll for obvious reasons, but despite the doll being thrown out, it continues to appear in the Form's home. The doll even causes a fire. While on a stroll, Mia goes into a bookstore. The clerk, Evelyn, tells her that the presence in the doll wants her baby's soul.
You do what you have to do.
During another attack, Annabelle begins to levitate, but Mia realizes a horned demon is holding her. This is the demon the satanic cult worshipped. Mia is ready to sacrifice herself for her daughter's safety.
Stop.
Janet wants her soul!
Stop. You do not have to give it to me.
But instead, Evelyn takes her place. Annabelle disappears from being beside Evelyn's body. Leah is then found safe and sound in her crib. 6 months later, the Forms have moved on and have not seen Annabelle. This brings us to Annabelle Comes Home.
Don't your parents keep any creepy stuff around? We keep it all locked away in a room so that we're safe.
We catch up with the Warrens, who now have the Annabelle doll in their possession.
What did you do? I let her out. Who? Annabelle. I'm sorry. What else did you touch? Everything.
So now you know, and now you can go see Annabelle Comes Home on June 26th.